Welcome back to O.C. Lewis Gymnasium for Game 2 of this afternoon's doubleheader between the Ravens and Bluffton Beavers. It's Senior Day. AU honoring two seniors, Corey Krieger and Trevor Lucas, before today's game, as well as their three 1,000-point scorers, Trevor and then Cole Hartman and Stanley Duncan. All received a ball commemorating their 1,000th point scored this season. Take a look at the starting lineup first for the visiting Beavers. A 5'11 senior guard, number 4, Kevin Christie. A 5'10 senior guard, number 5, Andrew Hunter. A 6'2 sophomore guard, number 10, Andrew Renner. A 6'5 freshman forward, number 20, Aaron Rich. And a 6'4 freshman forward, number 40, Max Glass. Beavers led by head coach Guy Neal, assisted by Zach Thompson and Terrell Franklin. Starters for your Anderson University Ravens: a 6' senior guard, number 0, Trevor Lucas. A 6'5 junior guard, number 12, Stanley Duncan. A 6'6 junior forward, number 20, Cole Hartman. A 6'4 freshman forward, number 22, Maurice Knight. And a 6'6 junior forward, number 40, Brady Ashton. Ravens led by head coach Owen Handy, assisted by Tom Beach, Javon McGraw, and Carter Collins. This afternoon's game, a must-win for AU. They are 6-9 in the HCAC, right now in the 7th spot. Bluffton and Franklin both ahead of them at 7 and 8. Franklin holds the tiebreaker over AU, so AU has to beat Bluffton this afternoon and then take care of business against Rose-Hulman and Transylvania on the road if they are going to make their way into the HCAC tournament. Bluffton wearing road purple uniforms with white numbering. AU in their home grays, orange numbers, white trim. Aaron Rich will jump center for the Beavers. Ashton will jump for the Ravens. Good crowd turnout for this final home game of the year for the men's team inside O.C. Lewis. Tips won by Ashton. Lucas picks it up on the sideline. And AU has possessions. This game's underway. Ashton, top of the key, gives off to Knight. Knight looking for Duncan, backdoor, guarded by Hunter. Gives off to Duncan. Now Lucas cutting to the basket. Push shot from 6 is good. Trevor Lucas hits his first shot on Senior Day, and AU leads 2-0. Kevin Christie brings it across for the Beavers. Gives off to Glass. Glass picks up his dribble, needs help. Good denial from Duncan, but he's called for the foul. It's an interesting whistle. First team foul, first foul on Stan. Bluffton will inbound on the baseline. Christie to inbound, lobbed into Rich. Rich guarded by Hartman, gives it back to Christie. Into corner is Hunter. Hunter steps back on Duncan. Looks to drive baseline, looks inside for an uncontested layup for Max Glass. Got positioning on Ashton and hits the left-handed layup. 2-2 in the first minute here. Bluffton showing some three-quarter court zone pressure. Knight brings it across for the Ravens. Gives off to Lucas. Now Ashton puts it on the deck. Finds Knight back at the top of the key. Duncan curls to the basket. The give is to Lucas. Lucas steps back from 19. Too strong. Rebound is Glass. Christie brings it back across for Bluffton. Skip pass to Renner. Renner guarded by Lucas. Crosses over, looks to drive baseline. He's cut off. Gives back to Glass. Now it's swung out to Christie. Christie has a screen from Rich. Looks to Rich, roll into the basket. Rich shoots over the top of Ashton, rolls the layup in. Bluffton leads 4-2. Duncan gives back to Ashton. Ravens break the 10 count. Duncan gives to Lucas. Lucas thought about the three. Puts it on the floor, gives back to Duncan on the right wing. Duncan attacks the basket, fades. Stan Duncan, nice turnaround jump shot from the right elbow. And we're back tied at 4. Christie gives off to Hunter. Now Renner. Renner was looking for Christie backdoor. Instead, he'll pull up, right elbow extended. Nice touch on the pull-up jump shot from Renner. Bluffton 3 of 3 from the field. They lead 6-4. Ashton gives back to Duncan. Now Lucas. Duncan puts it on the deck, dribbling right, gives to Knight, top of the key. Knight to Ashton. Brady's been hitting his outside shots the last few games. Foul called on the floor as Renner had his hands on Lucas. That's his first foul, first team foul. Duncan inbounds to Knight. Top of the key. Now Ashton on the right wing. Back to Knight, 10 on the clock. Find Lucas coming off a pin down screen from Ashton. Right wing three, no good. Duncan crashed for the offensive rebound and he's fouled. Good work from staying inside. And that foul called on Christie. That's his first, second team foul. Duncan will inbound on the baseline for the Ravens. Tried to force that one inside to Hartman, turned over, and Christie will bring it up the left side. Now crosses back over right for the Beavers. Gives to Glass in the high post. Christie tracks it down. That pass tipped by Knight. Now Christie brings it back across. Christie looks to drive on Knight. Has a step, looks inside to Rich, and he lays it in over Hartman. Aaron Rich with his second basket. Bluffton in front 8-4. Knight. Duncan. Lucas puts it on the deck, attacks the basket. Great find of Hartman inside, and Cole lays it in with the left hand. First touch for Hartman, and he's on the board. Lucas picks up the assist. It's 8-6, 16 minutes to play in the first half. Christie gives off to Hunter. Hunter rips through, gives to Renner. Renner guarded by Lucas. Now back to Hunter. He'll let the three go from straight on, and he hits the three from the top of the key. It's 11-6, 15:45 to play in the first half. That'll send Corey Krieger to the scores table. Senior will make his first appearance on senior day. Lucas, right wing. Gives to Ashton. Ashton thought about the three, puts it on the deck, and attacks Rich. And he's fouled as Rich had two hands in his back. That's the third team foul. First on Rich. Krieger replaces Duncan for the Beavers. Ronnie James and Desmond Brown and Isaiah Taylor check in. Replace Rich, Christie, and Renner. Krieger will inbound for AU. Given into Hartman. Now Knight, top of the key. Krieger comes off a double screen. Now Knight finds him. Krieger spins, kicks to Ashton in the corner. 10 on the clock. Ashton gives to Lucas. Lucas turns the corner, attacks the basket. Kicks to Krieger. Knight. Got to go. 3 on the clock. Knight turns up with the right hand. Rims out. Glass had the rebound. And Bluffton pushes back ahead in transition. First touch for James. James turns the corner, looks back to Glass. Free throw line jump shot from Glass is good. You can't get a stop. Bluffton now 6 of 6. Lucas pushes the pace back in transition, and he's fouled on the floor by Hunter. That's Hunter's first, 5th team foul. Malik Laffoon will make his first appearance of the afternoon as he checks in, replaces Mo Knight. And number 12, Nick Tafflinger, checks in for the Beavers as he replaces Hunter. Hartman, first touch for Laffoon, top of the key. Gives back to Krieger. Krieger looks inside to Hartman. Hartman's going to go to work on Glass. Turns back over his right shoulder, up with the left hand. Hartman lays it in with the left. And It's a 5-point game. 13-8, Bluffton leads. Ravens have to find a way to get a stop. Brown attacks LaFoon and finishes the left hand. Ashton, back to LaFoon. LaFoon gives to Lucas. Ashton on the left wing. Krieger. Ball's now swung back to Ashton in the corner. He looks into Hartman. Hartman with the bigger Taylor on his back. And he's called for the offensive foul as he used his shoulder to clear space. Second team foul, Hartman's first. And Davidson's going to check into the game as he replaces Ashton. James gives to Brown. Brown picks up his dribble, now gives back to James. Tafflinger needs help. LaFoon denying James, but James tracks it down. Big screen from Taylor. Davidson gets switched on to James. James with the left hand banks it in. And whistle blows, and I believe there was a technical foul. Yep, technical foul called on Coach Handy. So the basket will count. And that's going to send Desmond Brown to the line. So Brown's going to shoot technical free throw. He hits. Brown, an 82% free throw shooter on the season. Got another one coming. And he hits both. 19-8. Bluffton's got an 11-point lead early. AU with their hopes of making the conference tournament on the line, not playing inspired basketball right now, especially on the defensive end, have allowed Bluffton to start 8 of 8 from the field. So still Bluffton basketball. Taylor faces up Davidson in the high post. Puts it on the deck. Kicked back out to Brown. He looks back inside to Taylor, and he walked on the catch. Ravens finally get a stop. Christie checks back in for the Beavers. LaFoon inbounds to Hartman. Hartman gives back to LaFoon. Bluffton now out of their three-quarter court pressure as LaFoon brings it up unimpeded. Hartman to Krieger. Lucas thought about the three. Goes behind his back, nearly lost the handle. Gives off to Krieger. The ball swung to Hartman in the corner. He'll let the three go. Missed it short. Tafflinger has the rebound. Bad transition defense from AU as Hartman commits the foul. And Justice Dowdy is going to head to the line for the Beavers. And a timeout called by AU. 19-8, 12:52 left in the first half. Back from the timeout, Dowdy will shoot 2 free throws. 15 of 24 on the season, 63% free throw shooter is Dowdy. Hits the first. Second free throw good as well. It's 21-8, Bluffton's lead. Ashton, back to Krieger. And Krieger brings it across the timeline. Gives to Laffoon. And finds Peters cutting the basket. Peters, a lot of contact, and he's going to head to the fouls charged to Andrew Renner. That's his second. That'll get Andrew Hunter up off the bench for the Beavers. Mike shooting 70% from the free throw line this year. Gets a kind roll on the first. Peters averages 7 points a game, right around 3 rebounds as well. Second free throw from Mike rolls home. Ravens finally in double figures. 21-10, 12:35 to play in the half. James gives Hunter, good defense by Krieger. Now Laffoon all over Christie. In the corner, James sizes up. Now Taylor, skip pass to Hunter. Hunter looks to drive on Krieger. Bounce pass to Dowdy in the short corner. Dowdy will shoot over Ashton. He hits the baseline jump shot. Bluffton 9 of 9. Ashton finds Laffoon ahead. Laffoon, a lot of contact, but he's blocked by Taylor. Say Taylor was straight up. And now Christie's going to push across for the Beavers. Finds a trailing Taylor. Taylor puts it on the floor on Davidson. He's cut off baseline. Now finds Dowdy top of the key. Dowdy thought about the 3. Needs help. And Laffoon's going to be called for the foul. Say he was holding Christie. And that's Malik's first foul. That'll bring Lucas back into the game. That's the 5th team foul on AU. Dowdy inbounds. Gives to James. James gives off to Christie. Now Hunter. Good defense from Krieger. Lob pass tipped back out by Ashton. Still with Christie. 3 on the clock. Drives on Krieger. Missed with the left, and Dowdy runs over Krieger, but play continues. Outletted ahead to Davidson. Davidson spins on Christie up with the right hand. Missed the bank shot. And Rich has the rebound. Christie. Bounce pass inside to Rich. Rich missed the layup, and Peters has the rebound. Krieger pushing ahead in transition. Ball's now with Lucas on the left wing. He looks to back down Christie. Bank shot from Trevor Lucas is good. That's his second field goal. Back to a single-digit game, 23-12, 10:30 to play in the half. James drives baseline, kick to the corner. Ball swung to Hunter. He lets the 3 fly, missed it. But the offensive rebound for Rich as he had positioning on Ashton. Dowdy lobbed it back out to Christie. Ravens need a stop here, got to dig in. Hunter looks to drive on Krieger. Dowdy, screen and pop, misses the jump shot. Rebound tipped away from Lucas, right to Rich, and he's blocked by Peters. Peters has the rebound, outlets to Lucas, and Lucas will push ahead in transition. Has a step, goes to the basket, a lot of contact, and he's fouled. I believe that'll be charged to Dowdy. Yeah, that's Dowdy's first foul. First trip to the line for Lucas. Trevor, AU's leading scorer, averaging 21 points a game. That's 5.5 rebounds. 82% free throw shooter, hits the first. Hartman back in for Ashton, and Duncan back in for Peters. Taylor returns for the Beavers, replaces Rich. Desmond Brown back in the lineup as well for Bluffton. Second free throw from Trevor, good as well. 23-14, 9:40 to play in the half. Christie sizes up Lucas. Now Brown swung to Hunter. Hunter, kick to the corner, three. That hit the top of the backboard. Bad shot from Christie. Davidson had the rebound and outletted to Lucas. Lucas pushes up the left side. His shot partially blocked by Taylor. And now the Beavers have numbers. Duncan's back. Great transition defense from Stanley. Stops the ball. Hartman tips the entry pass. Krieger on the floor, but it squirts out to Brown. And Dowdy gets a lucky basket, really, as he lays it in. Tough break for AU as they were hustling. Ball just got away from him. Hartman, Duncan. Krieger, now Hartman. Hartman enters it into Davidson. He's got Dowdy on his back. Up with the right hand, Davidson banks it in. Had a big size advantage on Dowdy. Dowdy only 5'11". Ravens take advantage of the switch. Now Christie comes off a screen from Dowdy. Kicked back to Dowdy. Dowdy faked the pass, now enters it inside to Taylor. Taylor goes to work on Davidson. Missed the layup, and Duncan has the rebound. Lucas will push up the right side. Finds a trailing Duncan. Kick to Hartman. Hartman thought about the three. Instead kicks back to Krieger. Lucas drives right. Bounce pass inside for Davidson was kicked by Taylor. Max Glass back in the game for the Beavers as he replaces Dowdy. Duncan lobbed into Davidson on the baseline. Davidson finds Krieger top of the key. Krieger gives to Duncan. Duncan looks inside to Hartman. Hartman with Glass on his back, looks to go to work, turns back over his right shoulder. A lot of contact, and the foul is finally called. Foul's on Glass. That's his first. Going to send Hartman to the line. Cole's an 89% free throw shooter on the year, averaging 15 points a game. Hits the first. Mo Knight at the scores table trying to check back in for AU. He replaces Krieger. So Davidson, Duncan, Lucas, Knight, and Hartman on the floor for AU as Hartman gets the roll on the second. Taylor, Glass, Christie, Hunter, and Brown on the floor for the Beavers. Christie gives to Brown. Now Christie to Taylor. Taylor faked on Davidson, but he called for the walk. That's the second Beaver turnover. Bluffton started 9 of 9, but they are 1 for their last 8 in the field. Have 2 turnovers as well in that time. Peters back in the game for AU, replaces Hartman. Lucas brings it across for the Ravens. Knight had Duncan flaring the screen. Stan now has the catch and shoot three. Hits Stan Duncan from downtown. He's got 5, 2 of 2 from the field. AU's got it back to a 4-point game. Glass 8-footer quiets the crowd. See some pressure defense back from the Beavers, picking up 3/4 court again. Duncan brings it across for AU. Dribble handoff to Lucas. Peters rips through, gives to Knight. Knight attacks on Glass, up with the right hand. Kind roll and soft touch on the floater from Mo Knight. He's on the board. 27-23, 6:40 to play in the half. Christie comes off a screen from Rich, pulls up from the right elbow, and Christie hits the pull-up jump shot. Duncan inbounds to Lucas. Now Peters. Duncan brings it across. Duncan, right wing three. He hits again, ended up on his backside, but no whistle. Back-to-back threes from Duncan. It's a three-point game, and Bluffton wants a timeout. 6:06 left in the half, 29-26, Beavers lead. Brown inbounds for the Beavers, gives to Christie. Rich, back to Christie. Christie comes off a screen from Glass, and he hits the three. And he is rewarded with the and one. Very similar to what had just happened to Stan on the last trip, but this time the foul is called. Kevin Christie looked to complete the 4-point play. 92% free throw shooter on the year, does so. And it's now 33-26, 5:50 left in the half. Duncan. Peters puts it on the deck, gives to Knight. Knight keeps his dribble, now finds Duncan. Duncan faked the handoff to Lucas, attacks the basket, somehow got that to drop. What a finish. But again, no whistle, a lot of contact. Stan's now got 10. First Raven in double figures. Right elbow jump shot good by Max Glass. Ravens again struggling to get stops. Bluffton's hit their last 4. Lucas finds Peters flaring on the left wing. Back to Lucas. Lucas attacks the basket up with the right hand, no good. Glass has the rebound. Christie. Kicks back to Rich. Now Christie will let another three go over the top of Knight. Lucas has the rebound, and he'll push in transition for the Ravens. Threw it away, was looking for Peters. It's only the 3rd turnover for AU. Bluffton only with 2. Both teams taking relatively good care of the basketball in the first half. Hartman back in the game for AU. Replaces Knight. And Ronnie James back in the game for the Beavers. Replaced Christie. So James will handle the rock for Bluffton. Gives off to Glass. Glass now to Hunter. Hunter picks up his dribble, needs help. Finds Rich in the high post. Rich back to Hunter. Hunter faked the three. Now pulls it back out on Duncan, gives to Rich in the high post. Hunter. Rich, 5 on the clock, drives on Hartman. Great help from Peters, and Peters with another block. Out of bounds, 1 second on the shot clock. That's Mike's 2nd block of the game. Bluffton's gonna have to work quick. Thrown into Glass. Oh man, Brady might have fouled him, but no call. And Lucas secures the rebound. Ashton. to Duncan. Duncan has a step attacking the basket. A lot of contact. Layup no good. Hartman yanks down the rebound, lays it back in with the left hand. 35-30, just under 4 minutes left in the half. James has a step on Lucas. He's cut off, kicks back. Hartman, great interior post defense, and Ashton throws it back into Lucas. A great save. Ravens pushing with numbers. Lucas has Duncan in the corner, couldn't find him. Instead finds a trailing Hartman. Hartman attacks the basket, and he's fouled, and he's going to head to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. That foul will be charged to Max Glass. That's his first. That's the 8th team foul. Peters checks out for AU's. He's replaced by LaFoon. Good minutes for Mike off the bench. 2 points, 3 rebounds, 2 blocks. 6'5" junior Mandel Ransaw checks in for the Beavers. Replaces Glass. Hartman hits the front end. That gives Cole 9. He completes the back end. He'll join Duncan in double figures for AU. And he does. So Hartman and Duncan both with 10. AU with 32 points with 3:30 left in the half. But they're still trailing as they've yet to really stop Bluffton at any point in this game. Bluffton shooting 61% from the floor. Christie steps back, gives to Rich. Rich shoots over the top of Ashton. Another 12-foot jump shot good by the Beavers. They've lived in that short corner. LaFoon brings it across. We're under 3 minutes now. Finds Ashton top of the key. Ashton back to LaFoon. It's skipped to Duncan in the corner. Right corner three from Stan. Just missed it long, and Ransaw has the rebound. He clears to James. James attacks Lucas, has a step, shoots over the top of Ashton, no good. LaFoon has the rebound. LaFoon pushes ahead in transition, finds Duncan. Stan attacks basket, spins. He's called for the walk. Found Hartman inside, but he traveled before he got rid of the pass. James walks it across for the Beavers. Now Tafflinger. That's a double dribble. He had put the ball on the floor on the catch, but I guess the officials didn't see it. Now going to work in the post and finishing is Rich. Aaron Rich now with 8 on 4 of 6. (39-32). We're under 2 minutes to play. Duncan. And Lucas is called for the offensive foul, trying to clear space on James. That's the 5th AU turnover. Ravens got to get a stop here before the end of the half. James again will walk it up for the Beavers. Tafflinger steps back on Duncan. Kicks to Ransaw. Now Ransaw looks to put it on the deck, attack Ashton. Kicks to James in the corner, 7 on the clock. James. His pass tipped by Duncan, but caught by Tafflinger. He lets the corner three go. And he hits from the left corner in front of the AU bench, and Bluffton's lead back to 10. Ashton breaks the timeline. Steps back on Rich. Kicks to LaFoon. LaFoon will attack the basket. A lot of contact. Got the shot up. And he's going to head to the line to shoot 2. LaFoon hits the first. Buffoon misses the second. Ransall has the rebound. Ransall puts it on the floor, nearly threw it away. Taffinger with a good catch, gives back to Ransall. Ransall out of control of the basket, and a jump ball called. Everybody in the stands wanted to travel, but a jump is called. Possession arrow points to Bluffton. That'll bring Justice Dowdy back in the game. Thrown into Dowdy. 6 on the shot clock. James steps back, kicks to Dowdy. Dowdy lets the three go. Missed, and Buffoon has the rebound. 4-second difference between shot and game clock. Lucas wants a screen from Buffoon. Lucas turns it over as Dowdy has a steal. Dowdy pushes at Ashton in transition, lays it in with the right hand. And it's back to double digits, an 11-point lead. Lucas now wants a clear out and trying to isolate himself before the end of the half. 6 on the clock. Lucas got to go. 4 on the clock. A deep three from Trev. He hits it before the end of the half. And AU will head into the locker room with their work cut out for them, trailing by 8, 44-36. Starters back on the floor for both teams. It's AU's basketball to begin the second half. Lucas finds Hartman inside. Hartman up with the left hand, lays it in, assisted by Trevor Lucas. AU cuts it to 6 on their first trip of the second half. Now Christie initiates the offense for Bluffton. Ball skipped to Hunter. Crosses over on Duncan. Finds Glass flaring off the screen. Glass puts it on the deck, gets to the left elbow, bounces back to Renner. Renner playing with 2 fouls, sat most first half, gets into Lucas. Missed, but got his own rebound. Trev's got to box out. It's back to 8. Lucas brings it across for AU. Steps into a 3, that's off right, missed the rim entirely. Christie brings it up. Glass inside, runs over Ashton, no call, lays it in with the left. And it's back to 10. Hartman, Lucas, Knight. Gives to Ashton, top of the key. Ashton gives off to Lucas. Lucas entered inside to Hartman. Hartman faces up Glass. Puts it on the deck. Turns back over the right shoulder, up with the left hand, left it short. Glass with the rebound. Christie. Gives to Renner in the corner. Renner, good bounce pass inside to Glass. That's got to be a jump ball. Whistle hasn't blown, and Ashton somehow comes away with the loose ball. Lucas pushing in transition, up with the left hand, and foul committed by Glass. Good job of Lucas creating that contact in transition. Glass didn't like the call. Trevor's headed back to the line. He's 2 of 2. Lucas hits the first. Dowdy back in the game, replaces Glass. Will sit with his 3rd foul. Second free throw from Lucas rolls in. It's 48-40. Dowdy. Just to Renner. Renner sizes up Lucas, puts it on the deck, drives left, pulls up from 12. No good. Lucas has the rebound. Lucas pushes back in transition, nearly lost the handle, and he's fouled as Renner dove for the loose ball. That'll be his 3rd. Picks himself up, heads over to the bench, knows he'll be subbed out. Desmond Brown checks in for him. Lucas. Comes off a screen from Hartman, pulls up from the left elbow. Trevor Lucas knocks down the pull-up jump shot. He's got 13. That's a team and game high. Dowdy attacks Ashton. Gives back to Rich. Now Brown. Nearly threw it away. Dowdy tracked it down in the corner. 8 on the clock. Christie got Knight in the air. Lets the 3 fly. Missed. And Duncan rips down the rebound. Stan gives off to Trevor. Trevor brings it across. AU can cut it to a 2-possession game. Foul called away from the ball. Rich called for the hold. And a timeout called by Coach Neal. 16:50 to play. Bluffton leads 48-42. Duncan inbounds. Gets it back from Knight. Entered to Hartman in the post. Hartman draws the whistle as the foul is called. Foul's on Rich. That's his third. And that'll bring Isaiah Taylor back into the game for the Beavers. Bluffton already with 4 team fouls this half. AU still yet to commit 1. Knight to Duncan. Duncan steps into a 3. Duncan hits another. Might have been fouled on that one, but still no whistle. Down to 3. Christie gives off to Dowdy. Dowdy gives back to Hunter. Hunter pulls up from the free throw line, left it short. Rebound tipped by Taylor, back to Hunter. This time he does not leave it short. It's back to a 5-point game. Krieger heads to the scorer's table. He'll check in for AU. Lucas pushing in transition. Had it poked free. Finds Duncan. Duncan rips through, attacks the basket. He's fouled. That foul is going to be charged to Brown. That's his first, team 5th. Stan will head to the line. Hasn't been there yet this afternoon. 86% free throw shooter on the season. Hits the first. Ashton checks out. Replaced by Peters. And Krieger will replace Knight. Duncan's free throw rims out. 50-46, 15:45 to play. Taylor works in the high post on Hartman. Jabs left, attacks right, and a travel's called as he bowled over Hartman, but no foul was called on either side, so Taylor off balance, took a third step. AU a chance to cut it to 2 or 1. Duncan inbounds to Lucas. Now Lucas brings it across the timeline. Peters finds Duncan. Hartman puts it on the deck, looks to go to work on Taylor. Up with the left hand, Cole Hartman lays it in. It's a 2-point game. He blew right by Taylor. Dowdy guarded by Peters. Whistle blows, foul called away from the ball. Krieger called for the hold. Hunter worked to get open. That's Krieger's first team foul. Lonnie James pulls it out on Lucas. Now has a screen coming from Taylor. Lucas over the screen, but James attacks Hartman. Out of control with the left hand. Taylor tips it out to Hunter. Shot clock didn't reset, didn't hit the rim. James attacks again, kicks back out to Hunter. Hunter's corner 3, no good. Peters has the rebound. Peters brings it up the left side for AU. Kicks to Krieger. Krieger back to Peters. Hartman lets the 3 go, give AU the lead. Hartman puts AU in front, 51-50, 14:30 to play in the half. That's AU's first lead since the 1941 mark of the first half. And a timeout called by Bluffton. AU back in front, 51-50. Dowdy looking for Hunter, keeps his dribble, now finds Hunter. Gives to James. Look inside to Taylor. Taylor goes to work on Hartman and misses, and Peters with another rebound, and he's fouled. It's the 6th team foul. Mike Peters working hard inside. That's Peters' 5th rebound. AU will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Lucas, back to Duncan. Duncan gives back to Lucas. Knight. Lucas. Steps into a 3, left it short. Good box out from Taylor. He secures the rebound. Christie, attack in transition, leaves it back for Dowdy. Dowdy missed the layup but was fouled. Dowdy will shoot 2. 2 of 2 from the line in the first half was Dowdy. Came in a 63% free throw shooter. First rims out. Renner back in the game, playing with his 3 fouls. Replaced Hunter. Second free throw good, and that ties us back at 51 all. Lucas to Knight. Knight looks into Hartman. Hartman finds Peters inside. Peters fouled by Dowdy. Good look from Hartman as Peters had positioning on the seal. And Michael head back to the line to shoot 2. 2 of 2 there tonight. First free throw from Mike is good. AU back in front. Second free throw rims out. Rebound for Dowdy. AU back with a 1-point lead. Into the lane as Dowdy. Knight poked it away from Taylor. 22 seconds still on the shot clock. Lobbed into Dowdy. Dowdy gives to Taylor. Christie looks to turn the corner on Knight. Into the lane, out of control. Bodies everywhere, and a blocking foul called. Blocks charge to Duncan. That's Stan's second, 3rd team foul. And it'll put Christie on the line. Ashton will check back in at the next whistle. So he gets Christie. Excuse me, so he gets Hartman. Christie still shooting. 7 points for Christie, 2 of 5 shooting. Misses the second free throw, now 2 of 3 from the line this afternoon. 13 minutes to play, knotted at 52. Lucas finds Peters cutting to the basket. Peters fouled inside, and Michael head to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. That foul's on Taylor. That's his first, 8th team foul. Mike hits the front end. He's now got 4 points. Second free throw good as well. Peters 5 of 6 from the line. James. Looks to isolate on Lucas. Now kicks to Taylor. Taylor fakes the three, now jabs left on Ashton, gets back to Christie, 8 on the clock. Knight runs to the screen from Taylor. Ashton switch on to Christie. Christie blows ball to Peters with his third block. Sends it out of bounds. 3 seconds on the shot clock for Bluffton. Great minutes for Mike Peters off the bench. 5 points, 5 boards, 3 blocks. James inbounding on the baseline. Lobbed into Renner. Renner, one dribble, pull up over Duncan. Oh, man. Beats the buzzer. Tough shot. Peters. Now Lucas. Duncan. To Knight. Lucas lost it off his own foot and threw it into the crowd, trying to avoid an over and back. Official stops play, dry up where Lucas hit. And with the whistle blowing, that'll give Bluffton an opportunity to sub in. So he'll replace Lucas. Trevor will sit with 13 points, 4 boards, 3 assists. Knight guarding James. Knight tipped that pass intended for Taylor, but it ends back with James. Now Taylor has the top of the key, hands off to Renner. Renner looks to turn the corner, steps back on Duncan, but he's called for the push-off. That's Renner's 4th. He's really struggled with fouls today. Renner, Bluffton's 3rd leading scorer in the season, came in averaging 11 points a game. Does have 6 points in the limited minutes he's played. Just hadn't been able to stay on the floor with foul trouble. Krieger back in the game, replaces Duncan. Bluffton gives to Peters. Peters finds Knight cutting to the basket. Knight kicks back to Krieger, to Peters. Peters puts it on the deck, gets in the lane, kicks back to Krieger. Corner 3 from Corey, misses everything. Taylor had the rebound. Outlet ahead to Brown. Back to a trailing James. Now Christie. Back to James. Knight nearly poked away. James kept the handle, gets in the lane, finds Taylor. And Taylor fouled by Ashton on the floor, no shot. Hunter checks in. Christie inbound on the baseline. Dowdy, good closeout from Peters. Took the 3 away. Knight beat back door, and it's kicked to the corner 3 for Christie. Missed it, and Peters with another rebound. Krieger brings it across for AU. Now Knight. Bluffton. One dribble pull up from Malik, left it short. Another rebound for Taylor. Moving screen called on Taylor. That's the 10th team foul. So AU will be in the double bonus from here on out. Hartman and Duncan back in the game. Replace Peters and Knight. Krieger. Bluffton gives to Duncan. Ashton steps into a 3, missed it. Rebound secured by Brown. Now Christie kicks back to Dowdy. Open 3, top of the key, rimmed out. A foul called on Krieger. No, instead it's called on Ashton on the box out. And that'll bring Davidson into the game as he'll replace Ashton. Christie to inbound on the baseline. Lobbed into Dowdy. Now top of the key, Rich. Gives back to Christie. Christie gives to Dowdy. Now it's back. Good defense from Laffoon on Christie. Hartman lost Dowdy. Dowdy missed the short corner jump shot. Laffoon has the rebound. Hartman. Laffoon. Now Krieger. Gets into the lane, kicks back to Laffoon. Laffoon attacks the basket, and he's blocked by Dowdy. And Davidson called for the foul. Nope, Krieger called for the foul. So Christie will shoot 2. He's got 7 points and 6 assists. Hits the first. Lucas back in, replaces Laffoon. And Max Glass back in the game, replaces Dowdy. Second free throw from Christie's good as well. Ronnie James will replace Christie. Duncan inbounds to Lucas. Lucas gives it back to Duncan. Hartman puts it on the floor. Now Lucas will attack. All that contact created by Lucas, but he draws the whistle. And he's going to head to the line to shoot 2 as Ronnie James will be charged the foul. That's his first. Trevor's 4 of 4 at the line. Trevor hits the first. That matches him with 14 with Duncan. Second's good as well. 9:25 to play. We're tied at 56. AU's outscored Bluffton 20-12 this half. Wow, James got away with a walk there. And now it's kicked back out to him. He'll let the 3 go, missed. Fouls on Desmond Brown. That's his second. And Krieger will head to the line to shoot. Corey hasn't scored in this game, only taken 1 shot. But he's one of the best free throw shooters in the country. Corey's 36 for 38 on the season, 95% clip. Hits the first of the double bonus. Second's good as well. AU back in front by 2, 9 minutes to play. Now Rich puts it on the deck, picks up his dribble, needs help. Looking backdoor for Christie. It's skipped to the corner, 3, no good by Brown, but it's tipped it back out. Fresh 30, James will initiate the offense for Bluffton. Desmond Brown, now Ronnie James. Entry pass intended for Rich, out of bounds. Stays with Bluffton, 14 on the clock. Knight back in the game. Replaces Krieger. Glass to Christie, wide open. Got free of Knight, missed it short. Rebound lands in the lap of Davidson. Lucas brings it across. Gives to Duncan. Hartman. Crosses over. Lost the handle. James picks it up. Bluffton pushes ahead, but Lucas pokes it free. Gets it right back for AU. Now Lucas lost the handle, and Christie back on the deck. Knight in transition. Rips it at the glass, but a whistle blows. And the foul's called. That's the first foul charge tonight. Christie still down. And Christie still down on the baseline. Trainers check on him. We'll step aside. So Christie won't shoot the free throw after he was tended to by Trainer. Peters subs in for AU. And Coach Andy commenting, I believe correctly, that he gets to choose the shooter if Christie can't shoot. Coach Neal subbed in Renner to take the free throw attempts. And he picks Glass to shoot the free throws. Glass has only attempted 2 free throws on the season. 1 for 2. Missed the first. Second free throw is good. And now Christie will check back in, as will Knight. Knight back in for Peters. Christie back in for Renner.
Regular, normal.
Lucas to Duncan. Back to Lucas. Lucas bounce pass to Duncan. Hartman finds Davidson inside. Davidson with Rich on his back. Faces up, fades away. Davidson hits the turnaround. AU's got the 3-point lead. That's their largest of the afternoon. Lead 60-57, 7.5 left to play. And an offensive foul called on Max Glass. Good interior defense from Davidson, draws the whistle. That's Glass's 4th. Lucas brings it across. Whistle blows off ball. And Hartman will head to the line to shoot as he's fouled by Glass. So that's Glass's 5th. His afternoon done as Dowdy will check in for him. And Peters will check in and replace Davidson. Hartman will shoot 2. 4-4 from the line this afternoon. 6 of 8 from the field for 17 points. Hits a first. Second's good as well. James. Needs help, gives to Christie. Christie sizes up Knight. Now Christie sets back on the left wing, gets into the teeth of the defense. Out of control shot, but he's fouled. Peters called for the block. That's his first. So Christie back at the line. It's first. Second's good as well. Back to a 3-point game. Bluffton started 9 of 9, but AU's really defended well in the second half. Only allowed 15 points after Bluffton's hot start from the field in this game. They're now below 50% shooting, 22 of 47 on the afternoon. Peters finds Duncan. Duncan entered into Hartman. Hartman with Rich on his back. Puts it on the deck, gets his left hand. Hartman lays it in. Cole's got 21. AU up in front by 5. Christie attacks the basket. He's blocked by Knight. That stays here. Good help defense for Mike Peters. Stayed straight up, allowed Knight to recover. Live shot out of bounds. Andrew Renner back in the game. He'll replace Ronnie James. Christie. Thrown in to Hunter. He's guarded by Duncan. Looks to drive left. His left-handed floater is good off the glass. Good take from Andrew Hunter. That gives him 7. Duncan back to Lucas. Lucas breaks the 10 count. Now Peters. Lucas finds Hartman inside. Hartman finds Lucas cutting to the basket. Lucas lays it in with the right hand. And a 30-second timeout called by AU. 5:46 to play. 66-61. Ravens lead. Out of the timeout, Christie will bring it across for the Beavers. Steps back on Knight. Knight wipes it away again. Another block from Maurice Knight on Christie. On the shot clock, Bluffton inbounds. James, close to a 5 count. Duncan steals the pass intended for Renner, but Renner rips it right back. Peters over the screen from Taylor. It's kicked to James. James finds Dowdy in the high post. Dowdy got Duncan in the air and then finished. Layup on the right side of the basket. Lucas. Peters. Duncan. Right corner three. Rims out. Knight has the offensive rebound. Has it poked free, but it ends up in the hands of Duncan at the top of the key. He attacks the basket, and he's fouled by Taylor. Block is called. That's Taylor's third, and Stan's going to head to the free throw line. First free throw good from Duncan. Andrew Hunter back in the game, replaces Ronnie James. Second free throw good as well. Stan now with 16 points. Christie gives off to Renner. Hunter top of the key, guarded by Duncan. Finds Renner, cutting back door. Peters might have got a hand on it. Renner missed the layup, but he gets his own rebound, puts it back in. Back to a 3-point game, 4:30 to play. Lucas to Peters. Back to Lucas. Sizes up Hunter, steps back for three. Trevor Lucas from downtown. He's got 20. AU now up 6, their largest lead of the game. 4 minutes to play. Dowdy attacks the basket. Good finish, got the kind roll. And another timeout called by Coach Neal. 3:58 to play, AU leads 71-67. Duncan, his inbounds pass intended for Lucas, thrown away. It's Bluffton basketball. You're going to have to get a stop now. Christie will inbound. Gives into Dowdy. Dowdy fakes the three, now gives back to Christie. Christie finds Dowdy. Flares into the short corner, spins on Peters. Up with the right hand, a good take by Justice Dowdy. He's now got 15. Dowdy only averages 5 a game. He's got 15 as Lucas has it ripped by Renner. Attacks the basket, and Renner finishes the reverse, and we're tied at 71. Duncan, back to Lucas. Duncan pushes up the right side, and he's fouled. Block's called on Andrew Hunter. That's his second. And Duncan will shoot the double bonus. First free throw, good by Duncan. He's now 4 or 5 from the line. He's got 17. Ashton back in the game, replaces Peters. Mike sits, 5 points, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks. Second free throw is good as well. Christie. Gives to Renner. Now Hunter faces up on Duncan. Christie puts it on the deck. Bounce pass to Hunter. Hunter kicks back out to Dowdy. A great catch. 10 on the clock. Dowdy gives back to Christie. Bluffton's got to work late in the clock. Christie comes off the screen, kicks back to Dowdy. Dowdy open for 3. Missed. And Knight rips down the rebound. AU needs to make this back to a 2-possession game this trip. Lucas. Finds Knight. Duncan. Drives baseline. Kicks back to Hartman. Hartman back to Duncan. Stan, corner 3. Yes! Stanley Duncan from downtown. Assisted by Hartman. Stan's got 21. Matches a game high. AU back in front by 5 and a timeout by Bluffton. 76-71. AU leads. Dowdy to inbound in front of the Bluffton bench. Gives in to Christie. Christie guarded by Knight. Good ball pressure from Mo. Now gives off to Renner. Renner lets a 3 go from the right wing, and Renner hits the 3. Quiets the crowd. It's back to a 2-point game. Duncan back to Lucas. Lucas patiently taking time off the clock. Ashton. Entered to Hartman. Hartman looks to go to work on Taylor. Gets back to his left hand. Missed it, but he's fouled. So Cole will head back to the free throw line. That's Taylor's 4th. Cole will shoot 2. Hartman with 21 points, 7 of 9 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Cole's also added 3 assists. First free throw's good. Second's good as well. And Coach Haney wants a timeout. 1:35 to play, 78-74. Renner will inbound for the Beavers. Gives in to Christie. Christie picked up by Knight at half court. Christie steps back on Knight, has a screen from Taylor, and a moving screen called. Taylor's afternoon's done. That's 5. That'll bring Aaron Rich back into the game. Duncan inbounds to Lucas. Lucas cross-court pass back to Duncan. Ravens got to break the 10 count. Lucas gets it to Hartman. Hartman double team, puts it on the floor, splits the double team, finds Knight, now back to Lucas. Ravens can take some time off the clock. Lucas comes off a screen from Hartman, pulls up from the left elbow. Trevor Lucas knocks it down. It's a 6-point game. We're under a minute to play. Christie pushes it back up the left side. He's picked up by Knight. Christie draws the foul as the whistle blows. Ashton's called for the foul. That's his 4th and the 9th team foul, so Christie's going to shoot the 1-and-1 as Ronnie James checks back in. He'll replace Andrew Renner. And Mike Peters back in the game for AU. He'll replace Brady Ashton. Christie hits the front end.
Hey, hey.
Second's good as well. Back to a 4-point game, 51 seconds to play. Inbound to Lucas. Lucas finds Duncan. Now back to Lucas. Lucas across court to Hartman. Hartman gives it back to Lucas. Now it's whipped to Hartman. 15 on the clock. Lucas is fouled by James as the block is called. Ashton will head to score, so now maybe be brought back. Going a little offense-defense here. Trevor rolls home the first. And now Ashton will check in and replace Peters. Lucas hits the second as well. It's back to 6, 82-76, 36 seconds to play. Christie pushes up the left side, now crosses back over to his right. Puts his head down, tries to attack the basket, pulls up from 12, left it short. Knight has the rebound, but he traveled as he fell to his back. So Bluffton now regains possession. 25.8 seconds remain on the game clock. Shot clock turned off. Christie finds Renner. Renner, right wing 3. He hits. And another timeout called by Bluffton. That's their last. 82-79. 23.6 seconds to play. Out of the timeout, Peters will inbound on the baseline for AU. Can run the baseline off the made basket. Finds Duncan. Duncan puts it on the floor, gets it to Lucas. Lucas is fouled by Hunter. And he'll head to the line, looking to put this game on ice. First free throw coming from Lucas. Hits that. Trevor now 9 of 9 from the free throw line. He's got 25 as Renner checks in. Now Ashton checks in for AU, replaces Peters. All the Ravens back on defense. On the floor for Bluffton, Hunter, Dowdy, Rich, Christie, and Renner, and a timeout called by Coach Handy. 5-point lead, 19.6 seconds to play. Hunter inbounds out of the timeout, gives to Christie. Christie pushes across the timeline. Kicks to Renner, deep three from Renner. Rims out, rebound tipped by Rich, ends in the lap of Dowdy, and he lays it in. Back to a 3-point game, 10 seconds to play. Lucas, fouled by Dowdy on the reach. That's his fourth. Trevor, 10 of 10 from the line. Will shoot 2 more. AU came in today leading the nation in free throw percentage, 81.1%. They're 31 of 34. The chance to add to that is Trevor hits the first. Shooting over 91% from the line this afternoon. Second's good as well. Back to 5. 8 seconds remain. AU can't foul. Christie out of control. Misses the runner. Duncan has the rebound, and AU picks up a massive home victory. They're now back over 500 at 12 and 11 and 7 and 9 in conference play. They tie Bluffton and keep their hopes of making the conference tournament alive. Coach Handy was pumped up after that win. Saw him celebrating with the bench. Bluffton shoots 50.8% from the floor, AU 56%. Bluffton 5 of 15 from deep, AU 7 of 15. 14 of 17 from the stripe with the Beavers, 31 of 34 were AU. 29 rebounds for Bluffton, 23 for AU. In the turnover battle, Bluffton 11-13 for AU. Trevor Lucas, a game-high 26. Cole Hartman with 23 and Stanley Duncan with 21. AU, a tough team to beat when all three of those guys go over 20. Justice Dowdy led the way with 17. Justice Dowdy led the way with 17 for Bluffton. We're joined by JD Bembry. JD, packed house, huge win. How's it feel to come away with a big conference win, get back to 7-9, keep the conference tournament hopes alive?
It feels great, man. We knew we had to get this W. I'm just proud of all my teammates. Everybody was big down the stretch. Trevor hit big free throws. We love the seniors, and we love to send them out like this at home, so it feels great.
Big home win. You got 2 more on the road. What do you got to do taking care of business against Rose-Hulman and Transylvania, 2 of the top teams in the conference?
Yep. We can win those games. Both of those games are winnable. They're going to be battles nonetheless. Transylvania, I'm pretty sure we play them on senior day, so that's never going to be easy. But we got this. I believe in my guys, and we're on a good stretch right now, so we're going to keep it rolling.
JD, good luck on the road. Those 2 games, we'll be watching, cheering for you guys to get in the tournament. Now we're going to be joined by Coach Handy after today's win.
Thanks, appreciate it.
I like it, Coach. You got a dry headset today after a big win. That's smart, man. Over here at the scorer's table.
Listen, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but make a few mistakes and I might learn from them.
Coach, Bluffton starts out today 9 of 9 from the field. They end up shooting just barely over 50%, and at halftime, they had 44 points, really buckled down defensively in the second half. What happened after those shaky first few minutes really got things worked out defensively?
Honestly, we committed to doing the things that we have to do to win. I mean, we are never going to be an elite defensive team because we don't have elite defensive personnel. But if we can be consistent about our execution,